Oh, I need to overheat these fuckers before. What the fuck? Did you record anything to see if it's recording properly? I just feel like. Oh fuck!
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
What
Steve.
the fuck?
Yeah, Steve. Are you recording? Are we live right now?
Yeah. Fucking Steve.
Steve fell down. How come I'm not?
I know, you're like at the edge of the frame. What the fuck?
It's because our green screen isn't big enough. So I have to be over here.
It's because the cameras are right in front of us. If you back them up, you could have more green screen space.
No, because the green screen stops right there. That's the problem. Because always the fourth. Today we have our normal people here. We've got Taylor, we've got Andrew, and Cardboard Steven.
Hooray.
Can you bring up Cardboard Steven so we can see him? There you go. So we'll be asking Steven plenty of questions today since we have our first celebrity guest on, which I'm kind of excited about. We have not had a celebrity guest on before.
Fairly inexpensive as well.
How much was it?
Dude, he'll come out for a Big Mac and some fries.
He looks confused.
Well, I don't like how he keeps looking at me.
Like he can't figure out what to say.
At some point, Steve, me and you are going.
I think he's looking at all three of us. He can look at all three of us at the same time.
No,
That's,
he's
I don't know. I don't get the idea he's looking at me.
he's looking at me,
oh, I get
and it's starting to piss me off. Is what it's doing.
you got to fight a black belt in Taekwondo,
No, he's not Taekwondo.
in Jiu-Jitsu.
No, I can't remember what it is, but he's in some obscure defensive thing. Have you ever watched him fight?
Yeah, I've watched him flip people
It wasn't
over.
Krav Maga. It was something else.
I've watched people flip over when he's
When he
holding
touches
onto
them. When he touches them. Yeah, he's very exciting. So what do we got going on? It's been over a week and a half. We got our little Halloween stuff going on. Taylor's got nothing for us.
What am I going to have for you?
I don't know. You know what I'm getting sick of? And I think I brought this up before, but not on the podcast. I'm kind of getting sick of going to work thinking that there's a rock in the bottom of my shoe. So here's the deal. Me and my two boys, we all wear the same size clothes. So they're both 36s, 32s. They're both as big as me. So what my wife does to ease of use is she just groups all of our socks together.
Mm.
You've heard this before, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I went to work again, and I thought I had a rock in the bottom of my shoe.
and it was really just dried ejaculate from one of your children.
I think it was dried ejaculate.
Yeah, I figured that's where the story was going.
It was like, wow. I put my hand in there and it wouldn't flake off, and there was no rock or anything in the bottom of my shoe.
You're walking on millions of your grandchildren.
Yeah. Well, they're hurting.
That's murder.
They're hurting Grandpa.
That's murder in several states in the U.S. now.
They're hurting Grandpa. Is what they're doing.
You're going to jail, Grandpa.
You're gonna give me arthritis. I'm gonna be.
Don't walk with those socks over to Idaho.
Elder abuse.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
They're doing the
manslaughter
same thing
charge.
over there. They're just saying they're not. So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot. We went fishing again, me and the boys. And fuck, we just drove around the lake for like 6 hours. Yep. And caught like 4 fish. It
Sweet.
really sucked. No, they're like that big, like Steven's cock. That's how big they were.
Yeah?
Yeah, Steven's cock. Can we put on Steven so we can look at his cock?
No, we've all known Steven Scott, a large member, for a long time. It's at least 14 inches. He's got a black belt in large cocks.
He just uses it like a fucking billy club.
It is a billy club. He was an attractive guy back in the day, but now he's just kind of fat and gross.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah. So yeah, I have nothing to. I have nothing to talk about on our Halloween. Since it's close to Halloween, I made up this bullshit.
I don't know. He always came off as a douchebag to me.
Sleazy.
Something about his face.
He does look like a greasy character. He looks greasy as an Italian, but he's as sketchy as a Russian. Not a good mix. He's got the hairline. He's got.
I mean, he's way richer than we are, so something obviously worked.
I was scrolling through Amazon Prime yesterday, and a Master Commander came across.
What is
And
this?
it's one of his movies.
Okay.
And I was very tempted to watch it just so I could talk about it on the podcast, but I thought, wow, I probably can't deal with an hour and a half of his absolute trash. Because
I mean,
I'm sorry.
he's a horrible actor.
Boy, dude, you were
He's,
eyeballing the
like,
fuck out of me.
Horrible at everything he does, right?
I like how we're all trashing him, but he's sitting right here. Like, we're just disrespecting him to his face. At least we're not talking behind his
Yeah,
back.
well, I mean, it's not like he's refuting anything we're saying, so it must all be true.
Watch
Stunned.
this. Put it on the 4. Put it on the 4. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Are you doing okay? I thought I could shake his head.
He's
Oh.
too hungry. He's
Fall
got
right
to.
He's
out.
moving.
Okay.
He's moving. He's falling out of the chair. What are we doing?
He must be drunk.
Don't. Don't. Dude, Andrew paid like fucking $40 for
like
that.
2 burgers, right?
2 burgers. And well, a burger and
Really?
and a large fries. He's got his mouth open. He's hungry. He's ready for it. He's
ready
going to
for
take a
some-
snack break.
Yeah, can you put it more in front of his
Hungry
mouth?
for something. Not sure if it's a burger he wants, though.
You get that microphone's going to go missing. Hungry for, what do you mean hungry for something? What's he hungry for?
We do have a couple things.
Obviously, cock.
Obviously.
I mean,
well, I can't see
I don't
his
think
mouth
it really
now.
need to
He
be
just
said,
keeps eyeballing
but-
me. We do have a couple things. Andrew bought some lazy readers, which is kind of nice. We're going to do a review on those. He'll let us know how that is. He,
Lazy readers.
Yes.
Huh? Ooh, what are those?
would you like to take them and try them on and see what they are? So you can keep your head where it is right now, Taylor.
Will they work with my glasses?
Oh, I'm sure they will.
I think they're nice and wide for your glasses.
What the fuck?
I wanted to try riding a bike with these on, but I can't even walk correctly.
Is this for like
Laying in bed.
horribly overweight people
Yeah.
who like need to see their penis for the first time in years? Because, I mean, all I can see right now is my crotch.
It's got an anime chick
So-
on the box, and it says, "For lazy Americans,
Oh, wow.
the lazy person's ultimate accessory. Read in bed while
My
lying
God,
flat."
this is great.
To look up normal, I've got to do this. What the fuck?
Oh, this is fucking fantastic. No, you don't look up normal. This is for laying in bed and looking at your phone so you don't have to move your neck. Shit like that. This is, the quality on these is so good. Oh. Oh my God. Here, let me read my iPad. Oh, I can see there's my wife and me, and I'm looking forward. This is fantastic.
And God, I can.
Dude. Can we clean them if you needed to?
I mean, they'd be pretty shitty glasses if you couldn't. You look stupid as fuck.
It's all right. Dude, sometimes convenience and comfort is okay. Like, oh,
Like, well, maybe it's because I got my glasses on. Let me.
oh, the quality on these are fantastic.
Like, I mean, I guess it would assist in masturbation for overweight people, but
No,
that's
like-
the only thing I can see it doing.
Oh, now I'm
Seriously.
gonna take these home and try it out. I'll let you
Yeah.
guys know
Dude.
the review after I
Well,
jerk
this
off.
is great for 90-10 man because he can just lay. He's so lazy that his wife
I need 10,
does
man.
90% of the work, right? So that's how lazy he is, and he only does 10% of the work. But now he can even be lazier. Now he doesn't even have to make eye contact. He can sit there and watch the whole
watch
fucking thing
TV.
with his head on the pillow.
I could imagine like your wife banging you and you just staring at her with your eyes
These are fantastic.
through the mirror.
I'm gonna try that. My wife's sick right now, but oh,
You can still bang when you're sick.
that hurts. She's really a weenie. Oh, yeah. Right here, I'm looking at my dick. I'm like I'm fingering my dick. I can finger my dick. Zach, you want to try these out?
Sorry, Steven Seagal, do you want to try these out?
Oh, these are great. Okay, so the quality is just top notch. I'm super happy with these.
These are
But-
actually pretty sturdy.
Wouldn't your arms get tired?
From what?
I mean, holding the book up or your phone up? Because you still have to hold it.
No,
you
so
know.
when you're in bed, you're doing this shit, right?
Well, I don't use my phone in bed because,
Okay,
you know,
on-
I'm a
let's say-
normal person.
Let's say
but-
you're laying on the couch and you're watching your fucking phone like this, right? Because you're laying down. But now I can look at my phone in a natural position. Look at that.
It
Can you
does
look
look
at-
natural. It's the most natural looking thing.
How is that? Can you see your? It's. I would say it's like fucking even making my eyes better. Hold on. Oh my god. Yeah. Face ID does not work. I have to use my passcode.
I mean, the person in the picture on the box isn't even like holding the
Alright.
book correctly. Like that's a 45-degree.
Yeah, there's
angle
no
for
fucking
sure.
way that's gonna work.
Like, so what the fuck is going on here?
Andrew, I need to borrow these. Yeah, I
They
know-
really did just find an anime character. They typed in anime.
Where'd you get
reading
these?
book.
Amazon?
Yeah,
How much for 3 of them?
I think $15.
Wow, the whole family set up for $15.
Tell they're from China.
It's actually sturdier than you'd think.
Wow. Yeah.
These are quality pieces of accessories.
Quality pieces of
Put it on me,
garbage.
would you? These are amazing.
You say it's garbage, but I could find many uses
What
for
the
these.
fuck?
Yeah, if you say so.
I'd rate these 5 out of 7.
Out of 7?
What kind of fucking scale is that?
Well, it's obvious.
That's my scale. Makes sense.
Dude, if we're going on the
think that.
7 scale, which I have many times before, I'm going to have to give them a 7 out of 7. That is crazy good. They're so fucking sturdy. They feel really sturdy, don't they?
I mean, yeah, they feel like they're put together really well
They're heavy.
until you figure out that like one of these little screws in here are probably made of like plastic or it's
Oh.
like just ornamental or some shit
Oh,
like
it's
that.
metal. It's metal plastic.
The only
Metal and plastic.
reason I rated a 5 out of 7 is
I
it is
mean-
disorienting when you're walking around with them on.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I think the field of view. Oh my god, get your hand away from my cock. The field of view is the problem with them. I mean, like the amount of fucking black
Dude.
I can see around this tiny ass window in front of me is ridiculous. Like all they would have had to do is put some bigger mirrors in this thing and it might have been better.
Then you couldn't get 3 for 15.
But on your stupid 7-point scale, I'm giving them a 3.
You're giving them a 3.
Yeah. Fucking it nixes your field of view by so much.
So,
If you have those on
yeah.
and you're reading the book, all you can see is the book. What if someone comes into your room with a baseball bat and starts trying to murder you? You won't be able to see them coming.
They'll think, wow, this guy's
just
really
fucked.
cool. He's wearing some 90-degree glasses. I would never beat him with a baseball bat. Look at him lay down on his back
7 out
while
of 7
reading a
for me.
book.
7 out of 7. I'm when
Hot garbage.
my wife have you banged with these on?
No, but I will.
Okay.
I'll make that my mission.
So that's my mission. That's going to be my little review.
I'll update the review. Yep, after some coitus with 90-degree glasses.
So here's what we got to do. The first
Most
one,
people don't know what coitus means. Just say sexual congress.
after some animalistic noises.
So here's the deal. So my feeling is we
Sexual
got to
congress.
try out like 3 different things. So kind of like the way Steven's looking at me right now. Standing. So you're looking straight ahead. And maybe do it in public. Because then you can be hidden and you can see her still do it. And then the next one would be her riding you, and then the next one would be because you're all of these, you don't have to crank your neck to see what's going on. Doggy. So there's three things you
Good
need to try
idea.
out. Yeah.
And it's not like
You're
she didn't have to
blazing
look at you.
trails. That's all I got to say. Is you're
Blazing trails.
charting new territory
You
here.
take those home with you.
Yeah.
We need a good review.
So I can toss them on my computer desk and never think about them again.
No,
Except
I mean,
for when you're doing doggy.
except when you're doing doggy. You're going to see stuff you haven't seen before because your neck, it hurts. It hurts doing this.
I don't
Just
know
think-
about you, but my neck is more than dexterous enough to look down when
okay.
I'm standing up.
So
I
when
mean, come on.
when you got your phone
what the
up,
fuck is wrong with your neck?
when you're when you're standing there and you're getting your wife doggy and the camera, you got your phone over there filming you. When you're looking down, you get a double chin. This alleviates that. No more double chin on camera.
Because you'll look so much cooler with these fucking things on your
Dude,
face.
you really will.
Banging somebody.
I say, yeah. We can't do that on YouTube though. That's the problem. Or
Bang somebody?
No, I'd be like waist up, and you could see like my chin or no chin, and I could still see the action that's going
Yeah,
on.
I'm pretty
really
sure.
loving
I'm pretty
these.
sure people who watch amateur porn aren't really that put off by someone looking down and their neck fat going scrunching up a
I
little
am.
bit.
So-
I'm
That
pretty
ruins the
sure
video
it's
for
just
me.
not a
Okay,
thing.
let me ask you: when you're,
I mean, look at Ron Jeremy. How many videos has he been making for decades? That guy's got a hell of a neck.
Mr.
I
Sex
guarantee
Taker.
you he's got 2 or 3 of them when he's looking down. And I bet he looks down when he's banging women more often than not.
Put it on the boys.
So-
Why? Because
Swap
they're
it off to me
drugs?
every
I'm
once
just
in a while,
saying.
too, bud.
Just
There you
saying, no one's looking at the fucking neck when they're watching
These are
porn.
fantastic, Zach.
I am. It'll pull me right out of the video. I'll lose my boner immediately if I see some neck.
Sounds
I
like
think-
a blood flow problem to me.
Steve,
You might be right. Steve, what do you feel about this? How do you feel
can
about
we
these
put a pair of
glasses?
glasses on Steve?
I can. I tried.
Probably not.
Too big? We'd have to cut holes in his head.
We would.
Yeah, he's too beautiful to do that.
He does have a nice dent in his forehead now. From his
So
skis.
let me ask you a question, Taylor. When you're watching porn, what kind of porn do you watch? Man on woman and man, right?
Whatever.
Man and woman?
Kind of a whatever thing. Like whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay, let's say you're watching man and woman. Do you like to watch the woman really get it by a big dick so you know she's getting it?
I tell you, I'm all about the BBC.
You're about the
No
BBC?
question about it.
So do you, like, if a chick was getting hammered by a dude with a small dick, would that, and she's
I
getting,
wouldn't be focusing on the cock in the situation.
You and
well,
I
what are you
very different
focusing on?
people.
But she's getting no
Obviously,
pleasure
the
out of it.
woman.
But she's getting no pleasure out of it.
Well, then obviously it wouldn't be something anybody would watch to begin with.
So you prefer,
So,
you
let me get this straight. Are you saying that you would prefer?
I don't
mean,
even
granted,
watch
you
porn.
don't watch porn.
I don't even watch
But
porn.
are you saying you would prefer to watch porn?
No, I'm asking
where
you.
the woman is just laying there looking like, a fucking cadaver, while some guy is trying his hardest and just not making anything happen.
that's-
is that what we're talking about
no,
here?
here's what we're talking about. You are
You
saying,
must not have watched porn in a long time because that kind of shit doesn't tend to get uploaded to the internet.
I have no idea. So you would prefer a big veiny cock ramming in and out of some chick, giving her some
All
pleasure.
I'm saying is
Yeah.
if I do watch porn,
Yeah.
I'm not paying any fucking attention to the cock.
No.
I think that's what that's what you're missing here.
What if you're watching man on man porn? Because you said
that never happens.
well, you
so
said
that's
well, you
not
wouldn't
a
give me a
problem.
definitive man woman. So I don't know where we're
Well,
sitting. here.
everybody loves lesbians, so come on.
Really?
Except for God.
I'm pretty sure if God is in fact a man, he loves lesbians too.
Yeah.
God hates lesbians.
No, I think it's more like baby Jesus because baby Jesus is probably gay.
Or it's just the people who wrote the Bible, decades after Jesus died.
Same with fig Newtons. God hates figs. I see that on a lot of signs from like Westboro Baptist Church. I don't know why God hates figs so much.
What?
What do you mean what? Made sense to me.
Is this a thing?
Yeah.
You haven't heard of the Westboro Baptist Church?
No.
Oh, they're fucking crazy. They'll probably sue us just for me saying that. Like these are the
Yeah,
like
because this is going to get out in the ether.
these are like the loopiest group of motherfuckers out there.
They're suing you. They're not suing me.
Wow,
Me and Steve have a NDA going here.
yeah.
So-
These are like the people who like go and like protest at soldiers' funerals, or they go and like protest at the funeral of like a gay person who committed suicide and shit like that. Like these people just do like objectively horrible things.
Andrew's given up so much on the podcast. He's not even looking at anybody. He's looking at his cock. Are you fingering yourself right now?
I could see. I think Zach brings one of these to school and he paints like little eyeballs over this.
Yeah.
And then he could just be staring at his phone under the
Ooh.
desk and the teacher would be none the wiser.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking idea.
Okay.
While you have those on, I was thinking we should do the 2-second or 2-sentence horror. Have you heard of these before? No?
On his very special Halloween podcast.
It's really not a Halloween podcast.
Speaky
It's just,
2-sentence horrors.
it's just this time of year.
I mean, it's Halloween themed, so this is a Halloween podcast. Come on.
So slow
got a
it
point.
slow it down.
I can see a lot of buzzwords here.
A lot of buzzwords.
Oh, I can see urethra. I can
Well,
see.
you just read the line one.
All right. We got to get to spooky mode.
Spooky
We
mode.
got to bring down the voice a few
This is
octaves.
really scary shit.
I was gonna say, if you wanted some ambiance, I could always use my e-cig a couple times, get some smoke going in this bitch.
These are terrible.
Will you
All
do
right.
the first one,
All right.
please? Without laughing.
I
To
don't know if
sustain
that's
my
gonna be
immortality,
possible.
every 1,000 years I must become a marble statue for 24 hours. It's been 23 hours since the maid came into dust and accidentally broke off my penis.
Oh god.
You find this trash.
Oh, that
this
was
is great.
beautiful. The maid broke off his penis because he turned into a statue.
And he's
Oh.
gonna be a real man again in an hour. What's he gonna do?
He's got no penis anymore.
I'd watch-
Steve knows that.
watch
Can you
porn
fix
without
Steve?
penis.
He's about ready to fall off.
I don't
but
know. I think that needs more explanation.
You need to reread it. There you go. All right, reread number 1.
No, it read fine.
All right.
It leaves a lot to be desired as
So
far
you
as
tell-
explanation.
It's
You
two
tell-
sentences.
You
It's
tell a
all-
you tell a horror story in
That's
only
not
2
a horror
sentences.
story. That's literally 2 statements.
It's 2 statements. These
Yeah,
are-
that's not a story.
that's what these are. 2-sentence horror stories. Dude, we just read them. You can't pre-read them.
Sorry.
You can't pre-read them.
This is okay. Oof. Late one night, I googled grandfather clocks because I was interested in buying one. To my surprise, I left the L out of clock.
Could you imagine? So all of a sudden you're googling grandfather Cox.
Oh,
I mean, that just seems like a first world problem to me.
It really is. Grandfather Cox.
Well, and with the American education system, it's also an honest mistake.
God damn it. All right. Daddy made me sit in a chair while he tied a string from my tooth to the doorknob. Before he slammed the door, he said, "Tell me where Mommy went and we can stop doing this."
so stupid.
So it turns out you can still feel everything after you die. I suppose I should feel flattered that my husband still finds me attractive after all these years.
I don't get that one.
These are horror stories. Like, where the fuck did you find these?
Well, he's fucking his wife after she's dead. Come
no,
on.
I get
Steve
the
got
idea,
that one.
but
Steve got it.
He's boning a skeleton.
Yeah, leave that
It's
on.
rattling the
So we can
bones.
see Steve's reactions.
Steve is too stunned to speak. Look at that mouth agape. He doesn't even know what to
what
say.
you need to do is put some green over him,
Mm-hmm.
and then put your son's face in there
Ooh.
on camera over there.
Yeah.
And then he can actually make facial expressions for it.
That's horrifying.
Like
That's
just,
a good idea.
just do it in like the eyes and the mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
I might get it.
Haunting.
All you need to do is line the camera up.
All right. Always a romantic, my wife laid out rose petals, lit some candles, and handcuffed herself to the bed for our anniversary. Arriving home late, I stepped slowly into the heat of the room as firefighters identified a candle as the source of the fire.
Oh! Oh shit!
I'm spooked. This is too spooky for me.
I know. I'm getting chills. Look at. Oh, there's no hairs. There's none. Come on, Fag.
Whoa.
What's the next one?
Mom said it was my turn to lick the bowl.
You better
I-
bleep that out.
I sighed and marched my way to the bathroom.
He had to lick the bowl.
It's gonna get banned from YouTube.
Well,
You said the F word.
the F word.
Yeah.
They don't pay attention to ours. It's over 18.
What a beautiful day for a walk, I said. Are you sure about that? Said the man who stole to my legs.
It's the stupidest thing ever. Reread that one.
What a beautiful day for a walk, I said. Are you sure about that? Said the man who stole my legs. Hey, that's where the extra
Stoled?
letter came from.
Stoled isn't a word.
If we put the D, you probably copy and pasted these straight from
Some of
Reddit,
these.
right?
Some of these. No, this. Yeah.
Did you
This one
type
was.
this out?
One was a copy and paste.
Knowing the game would take several hours to download, I went to bed. When I woke up this morning, I saw a pop window ask me to confirm my download.
That's a fucking horror story. I don't care what you say. It's like you start the download, you go to bed, come back, and there's a pop up there that says confirm your download.
Sounds like a console kitty problem.
Console kitty. It's not.
How many kids does it take to change the light bulb? I personally don't know, as I've thrown 30 down in the basement and it's still dark down there.
And last one, right?
I wish I could see Taylor's disappointment after
You'll have to rewatch the podcast.
Trust
to
me,
see.
it's nothing special.
I got new steel toe boots today. Dog kicking boots.
There's nothing better than having some dog kicking boots.
Nothing about this our horror stories.
I'm pretty horrified.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I don't know about you.
Take a
Dog
look.
kicking boots? What if you go into, I don't know, a boot store right now and said, hey, what are the best boots for kicking dogs?
I'm sure if you were in Idaho, you'd be taken to a whole section.
Just to confirm that these are scary. Look at Steve's face. Can we put on Steve's face here real quick? Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Our producer's on the floor.
That's what happens when you let your underage children drink.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. He doesn't drink water anymore.
Yeah?
What are you doing? Steve's
You feed him kokanee.
No, he look at 2 Mountain Dews already. Plus he had a monster.
Wow.
He's doing real well.
His kidneys are going to be burnt out by the time he's 20.
All right, give it back to me.
There's one more.
There is.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's the best one. I really, really needed to piss. This wouldn't have been a problem if not for the fact that my stupid neighbor Darren superglued my urethra shut as I slept. God damn it, Darren. Can't have shit in Ohio.
Is Darren like Karen? That's my guess. Son of a bitch.
It's
You
so
didn't enjoy
specific.
those.
I mean, the last one would be horrifying, obviously, but I don't
Not
foresee
again.
it being a problem many people are going to run
What
into.
happens
Steve
when
would
you
just
fall
use his
asleep?
martial arts on his cock and break that urethra open.
You fall asleep first at the sleepover.
Right, Steve? Yeah.
He's shaking from fear.
He really is. He's scared.
I love those. Those
I
are
thought
great.
you'd keep him on the whole time.
Dude, I'm getting dizzy.
You've
Getting
never heard a
nauseous.
2-sentence order before.
No.
Most of them are pretty stupid.
Yeah, that
So somebody-
tracks.
Somebody, oh, geez. How's that work?
I can see the light.
The blinding light.
Dude. These are fantastic. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter if
see?
they're right side up or down.
You guys just found another use for him. Stargazing.
Oh, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck? I'm getting some bleed. I'm getting some bleed here.
What is this?
I
Bleed?
can, I can see the table. I can see the table and wow.
You can see everything.
This is for the mushroom podcast. When we do some mushrooms on the podcast.
Wasn't there if like a vampire were to wear glasses with like mirrors on them, he could just see behind him, right?
I mean, it depends on what type of vampire lore you're following.
We're following the normal lore where
What are we talking about
they
here?
can't be seen in mirrors. If a vampire were to wear glasses, he could see. He'd be able to
I'm
see
not
the
sure
mirrors.
that
and
was
just
original
beam right by
vampire
him.
lore. And when it's been used in movies, it's been sketchy at best because, like, take Daybreakers. Isn't that the Ethan Hawke?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, like, he doesn't appear in his side mirror. But why the fuck does he have mirrors all around his house? Like, what the fuck is the purpose
I've
of
never
that
seen
shit?
that movie.
Well, I think
I
you
don't
could
know.
identify other
Okay,
people that were or weren't vampires then.
Which obviously had been proven to be almost not a problem at all
Yeah.
in that society.
If you
Right.
wear makeup,
Well, I
you'd
thought
still
you
be
could
able to see
smell
makeup,
each
right?
other if you were a vampire.
Depends on which lore you're following.
Okay, well, I need to get my wife out
Okay,
here.
so why would vampires show up on security cameras?
Yeah. Why would they?
Why would they? I mean, they use cameras to drive during the daytime. So how would you ever fucking know if there was somebody
So hold on.
like in the road or not?
This is paranormal bullshit. So,
Good
like,
question.
go show up on IR cameras.
I mean, if you believe in ghosts, there's no factual evidence to say ghosts exist.
No, but one of my favorite
There's
shows.
6 Paranormal Activity movies that would agree to
Movies.
defer with you.
Movies.
One of my favorite
Documentaries.
TV
Even
shows.
even the
though.
Mythbusters TV shows, I don't think not Mythbusters, Ghost Hunters,
Ghost Adventures.
whatever
My-
the fuck
Zach
they've
Bagans?
changed the name like 3 or 4 times. Whatever that
Huh?
stupid
Isn't that
fucking
his name?
sci-fi show is about hunting ghosts. I don't think they ever proclaimed a single place to be haunted. They're like, yeah, some weird stuff goes on here. Yeah, we had some weird experiences.
You believe in aliens?
There were some cold spots.
Have you believe in aliens? Do you think out in our vast universe there's such a thing as
I think
know,
it would
another
be.
life
I
form?
think it would be incredibly arrogant to think that we are special.
have you ever seen an alien?
No,
Have you ever seen a ghost?
but
And-
ghosts are paranormal phenomena. aliens are a physical phenomena that could actually exist in reality.
Have you ever seen God? But God exists.
I don't believe in God.
You don't believe in ghosts either.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point
And there's
of
no
this line of
there's
questioning
no
was.
proof for God either.
Think about
I think with these glasses,
all the
I
miracles
could
that have
see
happened.
What miracles?
Oh, you can see God.
I could see God in these glasses. Why am I getting double vision? Maybe I'm lowering my fucking.
Think about the Bible. They would never make anything up.
True.
They wrote down.
That is very true. No one has ever lied in a book before for profit.
Well, that's the distinction between nonfiction and fiction. Anything that happens in nonfiction, like this movie is based on real events.
The Bible
And everything
is
about that
fiction.
movie is just
The Bible is literally the definition of fiction.
you one of those weirdos that puts the Bible over into the fiction section and giggles to himself,
Why the fuck would I go in a library? We have the internet these days.
or like a bookstore, Barnes and Noble.
Who goes to a bookstore? You got the internet.
'Cause sometimes, all right, so you don't want to be staring at your screen with these glasses. You want to be staring at paper, so you don't strain your eyes at night.
What the fuck is going
I've got
on with
the
our... Do you need a new chair? Zach?
blue filter glasses, so it
need
doesn't
new
strain
chair?
my eyes at all anyways. So I'm way ahead of you.
You've got an answer for everything, don't you?
Well, everything has answers. You just sometimes you don't know them.
Except for ghosts, you don't have a definite answer for ghosts.
What about witches?
Until I can see
Witches.
Until I can see definitive proof of ghosts.
what about
no, I'm not
witches?
going to fucking believe in them.
Witches.
Yeah, with the
I've
aliens.
had paranormal experiences myself.
Like
My
what?
dad's house is definitely fucking haunted.
Okay, hold on.
Can we talk about your dad's house?
Yeah, let's.
I mean, I guess we can, but
I've had no paranormal experiences in my life. Can we move Steve
Oh,
back
fuck.
over? He's starting to.
there's
him in front of
like
the
in
mic,
my
please.
dad's house, we'll be sitting downstairs and we'll hear like footsteps, like running footsteps, like
Mm-hmm.
of a small child running through the second floor of the house where nobody's at.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Spooky.
that's it happens all the fucking time.
We need to load up.
No, we don't.
We need to load up.
What if you start firing at, whatever the ghost steps are coming from, and it's just the neighbor's 6-year-old that was running across the floor, and
Well, a lot of
you
times,
sprayed bullets at him?
a lot of times when we'll go up there, the first thing they'll look for is just animals for footsteps.
No,
Have you guys gone into the attic?
These are too heavy to be.
So if you don't
an
believe
animal.
if you don't believe in ghosts, how do you believe the house is haunted?
I believe weird shit happens at my dad's house.
But I'm confused. But
that's
what's
got
causing it?
It's nothing to do with ghosts.
What's causing it?
I don't know, some sort of phenomena I don't understand, which I guess could be ghosts, but like I said, unless you show me proof, I'm not going to believe there's ghosts. What the fuck is going on over there? Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I think you're hearing the proof. I just think you're too ignorant to accept that ghosts exist.
Yeah? I mean, I've experienced other weird shit. When we first moved out to Spokane, we went around to graveyards with recorders and all that stuff and tried to get EVPs
Yeah.
and shit like that. And yeah, I heard some weird shit on there that I could not fucking explain.
What the fuck? We need to go out and do this. Where'd you go?
Just to the graveyard on Pines and right before, I don't know,
That's
way south on Pines.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that one at the corner there. Yeah, we went around there for a few hours and recorded audio.
I
And
saw
heard some voices that clearly were not fucking us. But that doesn't make me believe in ghosts.
Well, what's it then?
Fuck, I don't know.
God damn it.
there's a gravestone in Post Falls at that graveyard. The name on the gravestone is Fred E. Krueger.
Yeah?
And I've got a picture. I just have to pull it up. There's also a Roger there.
You don't have to pull it up because nobody's going to be able to see it. Just send the fucker to me and I'll put it on.
I'll send it to you.
Jesus Christ. Oh, let me pull it up and look at it so we can look at it.
I just want to make sure I've got the facts straight. I'm checking myself.
Oh, it's super boring when you talk
Yeah,
about
I
this
just-
shit.
No, I don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts
I
either
believe
because
that there's unexplained things that happen, but if
Yeah.
you're asking me if I think there's invisible people wandering around, fucking with other people and saying random things out in graveyards, no, that's fucking stupid.
yeah.
I definitely believe that there's a potential. I mean, the way we view the universe, there could be multiple dimensions.
right.
I mean, just think about I'm granted this is probably a bad example, but Stranger Things,
Stranger Things.
that deals with a universe that is right there. It's always around you, but you can't interact with it.
I think Steven's fucking
mean-
drunk is what I think because he keeps slipping off the fucking chair. Get your shit together, Steve.
If
Here's the deal, Taylor. I've never had no paranormal experiences. I haven't heard voices. I haven't heard any of that. So for me to be a non-believer, that's fine. But if you've gone to graveyards and you've heard voices, and you've gone to your dad's house and there's fucking little kids running around upstairs, but there's nobody up there, maybe you should be more of a believer than me, but you're not.
No, because that's not proof. That's subjective.
So were you stoned when you were doing any of this?
No,
On
of course
acid or
not.
something? So you were not lucid, right? So you were in.
I was lucid.
Oh, you were lucid.
Yeah.
So you were of a mind where you're not altered at all. So what you heard is what you heard.
Yeah. But it still doesn't make me believe it because it's not proof.
I see. Proof.
If I took that to a scientist and said, "Hey, I caught a ghost. It said this thing on this recording," you know what? They'd laugh at you and tell you to get the fuck out because that's not proof. Proof and facts are reproducible, and if you can't reproduce them over and over again, it's nothing that makes me believe ghosts are real.
So this has only happened once in your dad's house, where
No, it happens all the time, which makes me think that there's a reasonable.
What are you doing?
Explanation to it.
I'm gonna take this off.
He's taking a nap.
And I'm gonna just put it on him. Can you swap yourself real quick to the 4 cams?
That would require him getting up, though.
The 4 cams.
He's got long arms. He's got ape arms. He's like Lanky Kong.
Where's he at? I can't even get it on him.
This looks like a found footage video.
See how easy they are to make?
Now I gotta put it back on Steve.
I'd flip the shit out of a ghost. No ghost would mess with me. Joe Biden.
You're not part of this, Zach. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So even though there's proof in front of you, you still won't believe it.
No, there's not proof in front of me.
I'd say
there's strange things that I can't explain, but that probably could be explained by someone who's more knowledgeable.
Well, that's what I say. We get the recorders. We head over to your dad's house, and we get some shit done. What do you say, Andrew?
I think this is a great idea.
I would say that there are far closer places we could go to ascertain ghost footage. I mean, plenty of graveyards around here.
We don't.
I mean, there's that whole haunted steps up over by
SCC.
SFCC.
It's called 1,000 steps.
Yeah, and supposedly once you walk all 1,000 steps, you end up in hell.
But there isn't 1,000 steps there.
like
Exactly.
How many steps are actually there?
Fucking I don't know, like 97 or some stupid thing like that.
They call it 1,000 steps because you were mourning and it seemed like a very long walk when you were burying somebody back in the past, I believe. That's what it was.
Spooky.
Yeah.
If you say so. But no, ghosts are a no-go for me.
I don't believe in ghosts either, but I have had no experiences.
Well, like I said, it could be that some other reality, other dimension is occasionally, for whatever
Intermingling,
reason, bleeding over into ours, and that would explain all the weird shit. I mean, that would even explain like things like werewolves and vampires, or the Jersey Devil, or the fucking Mothman. You know, weird shit temporarily crossing over and being able to interact with our universe.
How come I don't get like a fucking somebody crossing over blowing me every once in a while? None of the shit affects me at all.
Well,
I don't see anything.
Obviously, because
you're a fucking sensitive.
No, you're
a fucking sensitive.
All I'm saying is, based on that theory, I don't think you'd want...
Dude, I've got a bladder infection. Can you put your hands on my cock?
If it's ghosts
Hear me?
and all this weird, horrible shit that's bleeding over from another dimension, would you really want one of these creatures or things to be blowing you? I mean, I can't imagine a blowjob from a werewolf.
I'll try anything once.
You'd only be able to try it once because after that, you'd be done.
Says he doesn't believe in ghosts, but there's one standing right behind us.
Yeah, well...
That's irrefutable proof.
She's not over here blowing me.
I don't know, but see, why would a ghost need clothes on? I mean, those titties should be hanging out.
Why?
Maybe we can.
I mean, wouldn't that be more horrifying? A naked ghost as opposed to the stereotypical ghost with a fucking dress on or whatever, a nightgown?
If a female ghost that looks like that approached me, I'd start clapping cheeks. I'd spray ectoplasm.
Yeah.
The skeleton.
I mean, I think like a ghost
Think it would be less spooky.
trying to scare me with like a full bush, like like just a fucking overgrown bush would be far more horrifying than that.
Oh yeah. What do you think, Steve? Steve's really silent. I think he's got a sore throat. Got a bit of the head cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woman should be completely shaved. Real woman don't grow hair.
Yeah, he wouldn't have sex with a woman that wasn't shaved. He likes them clean.
23 in clean. That's for me.
23 and clean. Okay, another thing I wanted to do on the podcast is, since it's Halloween special, I thought we'd get out the shocker again. Andrew thinks that he's the king of horror films.
Probably.
Wait,
Are
no,
you any good
no,
at
I
those?
never said that.
No.
When
I
has
mean,
that
I
ever
mean,
been a
I
statement that
watch
left my mouth?
films that are supposed to be like suspenseful and like scary at times, but I don't really watch full on horror films.
But you've watched the classics and stuff like that, right?
What are the classics?
That thing.
What?
I've never seen The Thing.
Nightmare
Never
on
seen
Elm
I've
Street.
never seen The Shining.
Halloween.
Never seen Halloween.
What? You never seen Shining?
No.
Wow.
I've got no interest in it.
Dude, you'd really be shocked to fucking shit today.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Andrew talking shit all the time.
Like I
I never said that, you prick.
Just talking shit. I'm the king of fucking horror movies. I know them all.
no, I watch movies in that genre,
Yeah.
but nothing mainstream because the mainstream movies are mostly garbage.
Oh, so
Like what would you consider horror? Like start rattling off movies. I've seen it. The old one, not the new one.
The new one's fantastic.
That's what I heard.
The Conjuring.
Conjuring movies are great.
The first one was fantastic.
Insidious.
No.
Yeah. So we were down.
What about Oculus? Have you
Ugh.
seen Oculus?
No.
We have one over there.
Great fucking movie.
We play on it every once in a while.
Great fucking movie.
There's
not
another-
mainstream.
There's another guy that does a podcast that we know, and he was telling me about VR porn. How he's so into VR porn because he's got the Oculus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember Spank Bank, I think he goes to, because they have a very good collection of. Have you heard of Spank Bank, Zach?
Spank Bang.
That's a
Spank
yes.
Bang.
That's-
See if we can get
Is
sponsored.
it
by
Bang?
them. Yeah.
No, I
Spank
I
Bang.
think it's Spank Bank.
Is it
See,
Bang?
he
No,
knows.
it isn't.
He knows it is.
Is
There's
it,
no way.
Is it Bang or Bank?
You guys
Spank
would-
Bank. Can you look up the VR porn on there? Because he said if we're talking Oculus and we're talking porn,
Obviously, it's a thing. Yep, there you go.
what is it?
Spankbang.com. You just type in Spank Bank.
Does it come up Spank Bank or Bang
Spank Bang
with a G? Hard G.
with a G.
With a hard G.
That
With
is
the
surprising.
Spank
A hard
Spang
G.
Bang. It doesn't flow like Spank Bank
No,
does.
Spank Bank makes total sense.
You need to go online and buy that.
The domain. I'm
Yeah,
sure
that
it's, there's
domain
no way
now.
someone doesn't have that.
Spank
Search
Bank.
it up. See if anybody owns it.
No, we're gonna just three dudes watching porn together.
4. What are you talking
Oh, no,
about?
sorry,
Yeah.
God.
sorry, sir.
No
Always
wonder he's got that
leaving
look
him
on
out.
his face. You just keep minimizing his, him being here.
We got to go into incognito for reasons.
Does your old lady check your phone?
No, it says it's unreachable.
Dude. Trademark that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
gotta buy it.
Yeah.
It only costs like $15 a year to buy a URL.
He likes what he sees.
Yeah.
All right. So Oculus, you've seen Oculus. I don't know what that is.
What about Color Out of Space?
No.
Nicolas Cage movie?
No.
No.
That's a new one, right? Very new.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
so I'm way off then.
No.
I've watched it like 15 years
The
ago.
Lake House?
I
Yeah.
haven't watched
Seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen The Lake House.
Okay.
Yeah. You need to watch The Conjuring.
I don't think I do.
Do you like being scared?
I don't get scared.
We were at.
I don't get scared by movies.
Neither do
because
I.
They're not real.
Neither do I, but we were down at, me and Chris went and watched The Conjuring, the first one, at the movie theaters. And we're sitting there, And there was so many jump scares in this fucking movie that halfway through I said, I've got to get up and go to the bathroom. She goes, why? I said, I just can't take any more of this. I need to go to the bathroom. I left halfway in through that movie because it was so fucked up.
It's terrific.
It's terrific.
I really do.
Especially when you go back and
it's
watch it.
very well
again.
done.
Yeah.
Like the hands clapping and you know, the sheets flying.
Blowing out the fucking... That's when I got up and left, blowing out the matchstick. It was like, holy shit, this is too much for me. And she's just in there just fucking loving it because she loves horror movies.
It is a very great, very good movie.
Okay, can you put back on your glasses and let's get this on you. I don't know. Is this
What do you
on
mean? Why do
already?
I need to put the glasses on?
It adds to the ambiance. Hey, you are on level 1. Is it working?
He doesn't even have it on, but yeah, you can't hear it.
That's a vibrator. Taylor, would you like to read the questions today, or are you going to help
why
him?
not?
Dude,
Help him with
You're
what?
cranking it up.
No, I'm not.
You gotta
What's it on?
you gotta strap it on.
Yeah, strap that fucker on. Come on. Wait, what are we running around here anymore?
Really?
I'm not, dude. You.
Oh, no, it's gonna take more effort than. Here, let's just move it up your arm. There you go. Look at that.
This sucks so bad.
All right.
I didn't sign up for this.
Okay, Taylor's going to read them off.
Okay.
Don't look at the answers.
I'm not. See, I'm looking at
Don't.
the ceiling.
Stop it.
The white face mask Michael
Scream.
Myers wears is based on what Hollywood actor? He's not gonna know this.
It's obvious. Everybody knows this one.
I didn't.
Based on what, a Hollywood actor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they went out and they bought a mask.
Uh-huh.
And they painted it white, and that's Jason, or not Jason, that's Michael Myers' mask.
Ronald Reagan.
Wrong.
I feel like I've heard it before.
that would be William Shatner.
William
Oh, I have
Shatner's
heard that.
face.
What is the highest grossing horror film of all time?
Highest grossing.
Yeah. I know it has nothing to do with the horror movie itself.
Paranormal Activity.
No.
What would it be?
In 1999, what horror movie became one of the most successful independent films of all time?
Oh,
I would
this
have,
one-
I
this
would
one's
have known
easy.
this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one's
Witch.
easy.
Yeah, that's
Blair
correct.
Witch.
Thank God.
What film, based on the alleged paranormal experience of the Lutz family? What film is?
Of the Lutz family?
yeah.
Mhm. Oh, dude, my wife had this. She got almost every single one of these right.
I'm not a big horror movie buff.
Yeah.
Lutz. Annabelle.
No. Amityville Horror. What classic scary movie was Johnny Depp's film debut?
Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yep.
Jesus. Stop it.
How many people associated with the making of The Exorcist died before the movie was released? Once again, nothing to fucking do with the movie itself, but whatever.
Settle down.
4.
This is
9.
Oh God! Oh!
What horror movie franchise is based on the real life work of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren?
Conjuring. Yeah.
Yeah. What famous actress made her big screen debut in the 1993 movie Leprechaun? Even I know this one, and I've never seen that movie.
I've never
You
seen it
know
either.
this one?
No, my wife knew it though. It was like this was surprising to me because I had never
Yeah.
seen it.
No.
Kate Blanchett.
No. Jennifer Aniston. In the horror movie Carrie, what do the other students dump on Carrie at prom?
Blood. Fake blood.
Well,
Gonna,
blood.
gonna need
Lamb
you to
blood.
be more specific.
What do you mean more specific?
what kind of blood is
blood?
it?
I knew this one because I've seen Carrie.
Is it
so-
sheep blood?
Nope, it's pig's blood.
God, you guys.
Which
suck.
European country is the setting for the 90s horror movie Hostel?
I really like this movie.
I
Probably 'cause
liked both of them.
yeah, lots of titty in this.
I've seen these. I just don't know what movie. I know it's European.
Well, obviously, I just said what European
I knew
Country.
that to begin with. We'll
Eastern
go,
Europe.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
That helps me.
because
Zero.
horrible things don't happen in Western Europe ever. You know, except World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Germany.
Slovakia. Germany is Western Europe. How much money did Arnie pay for Christine in the Stephen King horror movie of the same name?
$50,000.
$250.
Fucking 50 grand.
Who is responsible for releasing the deadly virus in 28 Days Later?
Oh,
I mean, arguably and technically the scientists that made it, but we'll
It was contained.
gloss over
It
that
was contained until
it was the
who?
intern.
No, it was animal rights
they went and they
activists.
broke.
Oh, no.
They went and broke into the lab
Yep.
to let
Come
the
on now.
fucking.
Let the monkeys go, right?
What horror movie is cited as the scariest movie of all time? It will scare you for life and leave you haunted by the effects, according to IMDb.
God, dude, these are so niche.
No,
They're not.
This
These
is
are
ridiculous.
this is like the most well-known fucking horror movie in
of all time.
existence
Of all time.
Yeah.
well known of all
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
Steve knows this.
Steve does not
Steve
know
knows this. He's looking at you like you're a dipshit right now.
Yeah, and he's got the IQ of a cardboard cutout.
this.
He's laughing at you. Fucking
What's the
Steve.
most well-known known movie of all time?
That is the question.
Have I
Okay, I'm
seen
going to
it?
give you a hint. It was made in the 70s.
That doesn't help.
Is it The Exorcist?
Oh, wow, he got it. Which horror movie begins with 5 friends heading out to rural Texas to visit the grave of their grandmother? Wow, if that doesn't just fucking give it away right off the bat.
Visit the grave of their grandmother.
Sorry, grandfather.
Grandfather.
Is that Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, it is. Name the movie that saw a young blonde-haired girl make contact with the undead via a TV screen.
Yeah, Poltergeist.
Yes, it is. Great movie. A crew member with what occupation murdered an actress on the set of Psycho, supposedly to impress director Alfred Hitchcock?
So, what was his occupation on the movie set?
Occupation on the movie set.
Yeah.
Can't imagine he was an extra. He had an actual. Was he like the boom mic?
No, he was the handyman.
Oh,
What was Chucky's real name in Child's Play?
I don't know any of these.
Nope. I don't know. Charles Lee Ray. What breed of dog was Cujo?
Was he Mastiff?
Hold on.
He was a Saint Bernard, actually.
My wife would be totally disappointed that you didn't know that.
Who wrote the film script for Creep Show?
I've never heard of that movie.
Stephen King.
Jesus.
What item did Nancy pull out of her dream in
Last one.
Nightmare of...
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, it says Nightmare of Elm Street,
Aye.
so Nightmare on Elm Street.
What did Nancy pull out? What do you think she pulled out? Pulled out a 9?
Freddy's hat. So, yeah.
Dude, for you being an aficionado of
Never said that. I've never
it's
said
like,
that in my life.
Holy shit.
Horror movie aficionado. Yeah, right, dude.
You're just not good.
Those aren't even like general knowledge questions.
I really thought you'd be way better than that, but wow. They are general knowledge. Let's see the arm. Let's flex it up on the... It's
Get-
not bad. Got a couple red dots.
Thanks a lot, dude. That's a lot.
This is the second time that Andrew's friend has bailed because I was planning on giving it to your friend and then you could help him out since you're the aficionado, but he never showed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like he shouldn't be invited then.
Second time for him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name?
I'm not going to put him on blast.
Frank.
Frank. So,
what a
Gosh darn
dick.
it,
so
Frank.
luckily for us, we had Steve step in at the very last moment.
He's a
Thanks.
lifesaver.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, he's really bringing this podcast,
Oh,
bringing it up.
This is a fantastic one.
You gotta look up. You can't have a certain genre for movies and movie trivia. You gotta
Why?
have. It's gotta be general. You gotta have all movie genres. I know it's
Yeah, but
Halloween and
that
spooky.
just extends the amount of movies you've never seen.
Absolutely. I've seen more basic genre movies action, comedy. Then I've seen horror. Horror is probably my least viewed genre of movie.
He's talking. Why is it on me?
I've even seen
Because
More
he's
romance
laying on
movies.
the ground, obviously.
He's laying on the ground, not paying attention. You could, yeah.
I've seen more porn than horror movies.
Did you set up keybinds? Is that what you're doing?
Looks that way.
He set up keybinds. Good for him. It makes it so much easier. So you can. We need to get you a cot out here. You can just lay while you're doing this stuff. I don't know why does it got to be general. You said you were a horror king.
I
Loves a horror king.
never said that.
So if we
Want to go on record, that's never been a sentence that I've said.
all right. So if we
Cunt.
if we did it, we're gonna have to bleep that or we'll get banned. Why is the F word FAG worse than cunt on YouTube?
Cunt's a term of endearment.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's contextual. And unless you were going to say, I'm going to go outside and light a fag,
Light a fag.
as in light a cigarette, which was a slang term for it,
Mm-hmm.
you're using it as a derogative term for a cocksucker.
Cocksucker.
Nah, just kidding. A homosexual.
Homosexual.
I don't know with how names and stuff change and people want to be called this and want to be called that. I don't know. Gay is do people still say gay?
Depends on him, their, whatever the fuck they are.
Like
They-
I respect everybody wanting to be their best self,
Mhm.
but don't expect me to be able to turn on a fucking dime and change my dialogue.
Yeah, I had a buddy.
just
Dude,
because I
you're being
happen to
lazy
come
now.
across you one day. Like I can't keep all this shit straight.
But Steve just looks at us. What the fuck was that? Steve just looks at us like, what the fuck are you guys doing? That's what Steve's looking at us like. He just doesn't understand our podcast.
I had a buddy that was dating a he them. She
Yeah.
was
He them.
biologically a female.
Did
right?
she get?
She did.
Did they get
She gets
super offended when like she met someone? God, see, I can't even do it across like 2 sentences. Did they get upset when they came across someone that didn't know that they wanted
she.
to be called they?
Yeah, it happened on
Like-
multiple occasions. We
like-
hung out. We went to the fair.
How can you
And,
do that? It's like you come across someone you've never met before. How the fuck are they supposed to suddenly like flip the way they spoke towards someone who aesthetically looks female, like just like that? It makes
the
no
thing.
goddamn sense.
If you make a
Can
mistake,
you just call her Jenny?
or someone,
Why do you got to say the, them, him, her? Why can't you just say, hey, Jenny? Or do you got to go? I'm confused because I don't know any of them.
because then
this.
you're outing them on camera.
You got to flip
It,
cameras, you motherfucker.
Yeah, it. Does anybody want to be called an it?
me,
Yeah.
Steve.
Steve.
It's not even on Steve. You're supposed to go into the close-up zoom on Steve.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
when
my
you-
brain just can't rewire itself that quickly to
It's like-
conform to someone else's sensibilities, I guess.
If you really cared, you'd make an effort and not call them by the wrong pronoun. That was what they said.
I guess I'm glad that I don't know anybody who wants to be called a they or them or whatever.
You don't know anyone mentally handicapped? No.
What about them? What like a them makes it sound like they've got like multiple personality disorder.
There.
That's the thing is we had to go pick them up, and he's like, we got to go pick them up, and I thought there were multiple people. We were picking
Yeah.
up.
I mean that
Like, all right,
just
they're ready.
seems grammatically incorrect.
Good thing you got an SUV now, so you can cram a lot of people in that back.
Cram all of them in there,
A lot
right?
of they thems
like-
in my car.
I just think we have a massive mental illness problem in this country right now. I just don't understand it.
So you think sexual dysphoria is a mental illness?
What do you think, Taylor?
I think that if I want to walk down the street and tell the world that even though I have a cock between my legs,
Right.
I am a female, I have the right to do that. But at the same time, I don't expect everyone around me to
Pander.
just be cool with that. I understand that not everybody's going to be like, yeah, oh, all right. It's going to take some time for people to realize that I want to be referred to as a her or a them or an it or whatever the fuck. Like, You have to be understanding. If you're, whether you think it's a
He
choice,
he sees me look at the television screen for a second, and then he flops it just so he pretends like he's fucking doing something. No, yeah, I definitely, I probably do. Now that I think about it, I probably think that it's a mental illness.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
I think we should let people be comfortable with what they want to identify as, and without, as protected. Under
but
their
it goes
preferred status.
it goes both ways though.
But why?
If I'm going to say it's okay for you to be you, then you have to understand that I might not be able to adjust my vocabulary immediately to fit your new outlook on you and your life in the world.
I agree.
I mean,
sure.
I respect it, but I'm only human. I've been speaking one way for 36 fucking years. And if you expect me to be able to, jumble the shit up in my brain to pander to you specifically, it's going to take some fucking time.
So, Andrew, for me, it's make-believe. If you are a man and you identify as a woman, I just don't get it. It's just make-believe. Why?
What if you have your penis inverted, shoved inside you, and have that sex reassignment surgery? Then do you still view them as...
So they have to take a special tool, make sure that hole stays open, because
obviously
the gross shit that goes on with it. Yeah. So body modification or mutilation. So I'm asking,
do you think that no longer makes them a man, even though they've committed that? I mean, something you think is, I'm assuming, gross.
Heinous act.
I just think it. Anytime you mutilate your body, that's a problem to me. Anytime that you're taking
but mutilate your
hormones,
body is such a broad term. Getting your ears pierced could be mutilating your body. Getting a tattoo could be mutilating.
Anytime that you're taking hormones, man-made hormones, to make you something you're not, that's a problem.
We give people drugs to make people they're not all the time.
We're not. It's because we don't address the mental illness. We're giving people drugs for mental illness.
No, I'm talking more broad than that.
Like what?
Like if your dick doesn't work, we shouldn't give you drugs to make it work.
No.
If your immune system doesn't work, in the world you're talking about, you should die.
Talking about?
You should die instead of taking drugs that change your body to work
Stop
differently.
for a second. You're telling me these are not choices that somebody's making. Their dick doesn't work, so we're giving something to help them. When your body is naturally producing hormones, hold on, let me finish. When your body's naturally producing hormones to make you a male, you are making a choice to become a female. We're not giving it to correct something.
But if they believe that they were born that way, but that's just you imposing your judgment on them.
No, it's not.
You think that it's all
It's absolutely
a choice.
not. It's how you're raised. It's your parents fucked you up.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. If you have a chemical imbalance in your brain that makes you like the smell of the same gender's hormones, how the fuck is that your choice?
So we're here with pheromones. Last time you should have been hard and erect, but you weren't. So the smell
what
thing,
does that? Some synthetic hormones you bought off of some fucking herbal remedy site.
Since we bathe,
we're talking about totally different things.
Since we bathe on a daily, your stink isn't here, Taylor.
You're always producing hormones.
You're always producing hormones, but not pheromones that people are smelling.
Or sorry, pheromones. Yes, you are.
Go home and don't fucking bathe for 2 weeks, and then we can smell your fucking pheromones.
No, pheromones and body odor and being dirty are two different things. Pheromones are something.
Your musk?
Pheromones are something we pick up on subconsciously, not consciously. So all
is this true? Because I'll look it up.
All your bottle of pheromones did was go into my nose, and I had no subconscious reaction to it, which is why I didn't get a big old stiffy right off the bat.
You probably had a fucking hard on. You probably had a fucking hard on. So why wasn't it as prevalent in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s? It wasn't.
Mean besides the fact that for the last 2,000 years we castrated, murdered, and burned people like this?
No, because that's what people are doing now. They're castrating themselves.
But that's their choice.
It's fine if it's your choice when you're above 18, but when you're below 18, this is a fucking non-option, but they're allowing this to happen, especially like in California. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
If they want to do it, and their parents are okay with it, it's no different from anything else.
So here's the deal. Right now, how old are your children?
15, 12.
Okay, so you don't get, in Washington State, you don't get a say in their medical.
No.
No. So their parents have no say over that in Washington State.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Is a 12-year-old
That's
kid
13 and older.
if your son came up to you, well, he doesn't even have to fucking tell you. He can just go get his cock chopped off on your insurance.
Okay, as long as I don't have to pay
This
for
is
be
it.
on insurance
insanity. This
because
is just us
I'm just
pandering
saying.
to stupidity.
I'm just saying,
That's
if
cosmetic,
he
right?
wants
Wouldn't
to
be insurance.
do something that irreparably
No,
changes
it's not
his life,
cosmetic.
that's his choice.
It's not cosmetic.
Is that like
and as long as I don't have to pay for it, I don't give a fuck.
is that a necessary medical like surgery?
I mean,
I can't
nowadays
imagine
with
that
the
would be-
whole them and all of that stuff, I think most of the time, I don't think sex reassignment surgery is as prevalent as Dwayne's freak out would suggest. I think it's more the hormone thing. And if you take estrogen pills, your testes are going to
Zach-
shrivel up, your cock is going to get smaller, you're going to start growing, tits and stuff like that. But so I think it's more of I think there's less surgery involved nowadays than there has been in the past.
to make a penis into a vagina?
No, people
We need more
are
of that, though.
just
We need
going
fewer
through
guys.
life with
No,
a
we don't.
penis,
It's
but
a problem.
identifying differently.
In the world, testosterone levels are dropping all throughout the world, especially in the United States.
what
yeah,
we
that's
want.
because we're polluting the shit out of the water and atmosphere.
It's the food that we eat.
yeah, that
Microplastics
too.
in her
That-
balls.
Microplastics.
No, it's true. You probably have a higher testosterone because you eat better. You eat out all the time, right? You're a foodie. You're a foodie.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I don't eat out, I don't know if that means I eat better necessarily.
You eat better than I do.
Okay.
You do.
And yet you always call me the lowest level testosterone motherfucker you've ever met.
No, that would be our buddy Ron. That would be Ron.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It was
but-
weird because, and I hope Ron doesn't mind me saying this, I always would, I'm getting older, my testosterone's low. So I go to work one day and I said, yeah, I just got my testosterone checked. And for my age, 700 is really high. And Ron goes, 700? I'm like at 124.
How do they test testosterone? Is it blood or
Yeah,
is
blood.
it pee?
It's blood.
I can actually go on and look at my Kaiser.
So this is what he did.
'Cause
But you
I'm-
have to specifically get tested for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I could not get any cream or anything. The reason I'm kind of skinny is because I just don't eat right.
The amount of
Oh,
people
that's
having
right. I have to get on
surgeries
your
is so few and far
fucking
between. It shouldn't even matter.
goddamn Wi-Fi.
Zach, how many
Fuck
people at
this
your school
place.
have had gender
Yeah,
reassignment
super fast
surgery?
Wi-Fi.
One? Is that why you're bringing it up? You're bullying Zach's friend?
No, I don't even. How many people do you know at school that, because it's trendy, are gay?
Whole class, all the special need kids are.
Oh, wait. You can't go special needs.
I
can.
think
Wait,
we're
gay
treading into
people special
different
needs?
territory now because
No.
now you're talking about a portion of your school that already clearly has some sort of mental disability. So you can't just automatically jump to that crowd of people
Zach's
who
over here saying
so-
that
don't know any better.
gay people are
anyways.
retarded. We
No.
heard it from his mouth. He's the one that said it.
Dude, you can't say that. Kanye is getting in real trouble for saying the R word,
Gay people are
For what?
e-headed.
What's the R word?
retarded. Because apparently that word died in the 90s.
Yeah, I could give a
He's
fuck.
got a pass because he's got
But no,
a friend that's
even
retarded.
not special needs, Zach. Like the girls, most of them are lesbians and stuff like that. Is
Wow. Really throwing
Okay,
out
Zach.
some hard F's over here, aren't
but
we?
it's a trendy thing to
a dollar
do.
in the
It's
jar.
super PC.
Or maybe the world is just moving in a more fluid direction than it has in the past.
Or maybe the testosterone levels are down like 20 to 30% from the past.
Well,
so no, it's not.
Not
well,
like you could
we
ever
still
come
need
out
peop-
and
we
say, "Hey, I'm
So
gay," or else you get
what's
bullied.
the
and
excuse
shit
for
on.
women going to men then?
What do you? I'm guessing hormones levels, the estrogen levels are dropping in women too, but I don't know
You
that.
think
I haven't
so?
looked at that. So here's the problem.
Would you
we need to
think-
propagate the species still.
No, we don't. Fuck this.
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
this.
So let the species
what
die out.
good have we done for this planet since
VR porn.
whenever we popped out, showed up, created?
You're right
Big
here.
anime
We've
titties.
done nothing
Steve,
fucd good.
Talk to these dipshits and tell them how
we're
important
on
it is
the precipice
to
of nuclear war
Oh,
for
we're
the
not.
second time in the last 50 years. It would be better if we just all fucking died and let the
Taylor-
dolphin people or the elephant people or whoever comes next.
Taylor.
The crows. Crows are smart. Give them a fucking chance.
Okay, Taylor, when you go home tonight,
No.
Here's what I want you to do.
Nope.
I want you to get a nice hot bath.
Nope.
Put some candles out. Get the sharpest fucking razor blade you can find. Just chop it up. Just chop it up. If it's just that fucking far gone.
I like my dick.
No, I'm not talking about your dick. I'm just saying put yourself to sleep.
Oh, no.
Then why do you always say that? If it's all fucked up.
Because if you commit suicide, you go to hell.
Oh, God. Have you been baptized?
The Catholics at my church told me so.
Have you been baptized? You're going to hell.
I have been
anyways.
baptized. I've been saved too, like
Jesus
willingly
Christ.
saved.
My-
And it was that event where I got saved at Christian summer camp.
Did they
that
touch you?
Finally,
Did they touch you?
pushed me over the
They
edge.
touched you, didn't they?
To make me not believe
Was it a
in
him,
God.
they, there that
Oh,
touched you?
I don't know, but
It
you know,
probably was.
the cupping motion was professional.
What?
Yeah,
Cupping. Who was cupping? Wait.
you cup the balls. Come on.
No one was
Yeah.
cupping your balls.
No one was cupping my balls, but that's
They
where
should have
Dwayne
been.
wants this conversation to go. So I may as well say someone cupped my balls.
I wish someone cut my balls when I was baptized. All right, here's a question. Do you need to be baptized to get into heaven?
I
Yes.
mean, I would assume so. And you need to accept Jesus into your heart.
You don't. The only thing you have to do is accept Jesus into your heart.
No, we looked this up because
We did look it up. There are 30 articles that said you don't need to be baptized to get into heaven. Then you went through and picked the one that
didn't-
you could say, hey, it says in the Bible that you need to be.
I picked the words verbatim. Those were the words that were verbatim
That's not
in the
all right,
Bible.
What it says in the Bible is just how he interpreted it. It wasn't
No,
the
no,
actual.
no. Stop, Andrew.
The-
It's how we
the
interpret
Bible-
it.
okay.
To suit ourselves. Now you're baptized. You're going to heaven, my brother. You're
So
okay.
what do I care? I'm just.
What do you care?
I don't have no foot in the race now because
Yes.
I'm still searching to see if testosterone was tested on any of the tests I've had in the last year or two.
all it does
is
is
a lot. So I got a lot
absolve
to
you
go
of your
through.
sins.
Thank you.
Asking Jesus into your heart
I thought-
is how you
Is
get into
that
heaven.
TSH?
I don't know. What's your number? TSH.
1.8.
No. So
You already have a vagina.
you already have a vagina.
No. The minimum is 0.3. So technically, I'm
No,
good.
so like low for a man my age is like 300. And since I was at 700, I had a lot of testosterone.
like I wish they wouldn't. I wish they wouldn't fucking
so like free
use goddamn.
what they test is like free testosterone. So look for like FT or something like that. FT. Ugh. So let's get
I
back.
mean, would they test it on like my yearly test I have to take to get my insurance for free?
I don't think so
Oh,
because
maybe that's what it is then.
you're still young enough. Because you're how old now?
I have a metabolic panel. Would it be on that?
No. So that would be like your thyroid and stuff like that.
Dude, I'm just reading every single
What
one of
about
these, and you
a
pick the one.
lipoprotein panel?
Huh?
What about a lipoprotein panel?
No. So that's your lipoids. So those are to deal with like your blood.
CBC, PLT, DIFF.
Yeah. Let's just go through your shit. Send it to me and I'll put it up there so we can see how fucked up you are.
All the rest of the stuff is like way old, but
So
I don't know. I'm just saying, my testosterone is probably fine,
yeah, because you're still young enough.
and I fly off the handle at a moment's notice, and that wouldn't happen if it wasn't fine.
I don't know.
I might even have too much, Dwayne, but then that doesn't explain why I can go like fucking like so long without sex, like a goddamn camel does.
But you jack off all the time.
No, I don't.
I thought you jacked off all the time and that's why you weren't having sex.
No.
So what's our ratio to jack off to sex? Like
90,
in a
10.
month, what do we got?
Oh, not much.
You don't jack off on a daily?
No.
Huh.
I
Andrew,
mean,
you
I'm
do.
still-
sure at
Absolutely.
one point in my life I did, but no, I'm not sitting around cranking it all day. No.
Sometimes twice a day.
The guys at work just look at me weird when that happens.
Can they smell the semen? What do you mean? What do you look at you weird?
Well, when I'm standing at the counter and I'm just jacking it, they
yeah,
tend to look at me funny. That's all I'm saying.
It
They made me
happens.
stop.
Why does my part have all lube? This is Vaseline,
Let me
right?
check this out.
I can smell the semen coming off of Taylor as we speak.
Oh, you better. Been building it up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what fucking.
I think you got low T if you're not one to have sex every day.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to every day at my age, especially when I come off graveyards. It's like she wants to, and it's just like, leave me alone.
But you're just so aggressive. You're a very aggressive person.
I'm aggressive.
Yeah,
I got
the
other
most
stuff to
aggressive
do.
person I know.
I am not aggressive. What are you talking about?
See, look right now. I feel like I'm being attacked currently.
What are we doing? What are you doing?
I tried to make you bring me a soda. I didn't know if you bring me there.
Couldn't you have like popped it on the 4-camera view before scooting your ass all the way over there like a goddamn dog with a piece of shit stuck to his butthole?
He's not out here, Zach. He'll come out here. Get back in the chair.
You're doing great, Zach. You're not appreciated enough for your art.
I go through all this trouble to put up fancy graphics, and next thing you know, he's just not flopping anything.
What's with the brown stain on the ground?
Yeah, well, that was his asshole.
I don't know.
What were we talking about?
Camels and how they fuck all the time.
Yeah. So what's the average for you?
I don't know.
It's when she wants it?
Oh, like we've had sex once since she got pregnant with Zevran.
It's always when
And she
wants
got
it.
pregnant?
Once in like the last 16 months.
What?
No, not 16 months. Like 11 months. Yeah.
Your choice.
I mean, I wouldn't say to have sex or not to have sex is the choice. It's just we
Shakespeare.
haven't. We just haven't.
How many have you had? How much sex have you had this week? What day are we on? Monday.
Well, it depends on what you
We're starting-
identify as sex.
What do you identify as sex? Are you like you?
I mean, any kind of
Are we talking
sexual
penetration?
congress,
Anything?
anything. Like if she reached down and like just funneled my balls real quick, I would
Yeah.
consider that action, scoring.
Dude, she grabbed my balls last night.
Was that a high five? Is that what you're looking for? Steve, give me a high five.
I'm
So,
not touching that hand.
so you guys haven't even touched each other except for once in 16 months or 11 months?
Well, I mean,
In a sexual manner.
In a sexual manner, yeah, I guess so.
Now you're still in your 20s. So how many times a day do you guys touch each other in a sexual manner?
When she's asleep or awake.
Both. If that's the case, I'm a groper.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
we've got kids roaming around the house. We got a baby in the house. It's not like you can just do a little finger bang action on the couch like when you were single with no kids around. You can't just start fucking jamming shit up there.
Ooh, what the fuck? What are you saying? I can't.
I'm saying with young children in the house
I feel so
all
sorry
the
for
fucking
Zach.
time. You can't just,
Here's the problem with
start fingering her on the couch while you're watching Netflix. You
Zach
know,
walks out.
like
his
you
parents
could
are
if you were
banging on
the
the
only
couch.
two fucking people in the house.
Oh, so you think the amount of sexual touching and stuff would go up if you had no kids?
Oh, absolutely. Because then you could just bang anywhere you wanted to. You wouldn't even have to think about it.
Dwayne and his wife are banging on the kitchen counter. Zach comes in and makes a sandwich. Like, is that what happens in this
It
family?
really is, yeah.
You guys are just
He goes, "Can you move over so I have to slide my wife over a little bit so he can get in the fucking dish or a silverware drawer?" It happens.
don't use that jelly. Use the other jelly.
Yeah. Well, it's on his mom's tits.
Don't use that peanut butter.
Yeah. The jelly's on her tits, so he's not going to use that anyway. So
I don't
that's
know.
why I don't
I
use
like-
the grape.
Always-
It's always strawberry.
people are tired. People.
What the fuck are you talking about? No, people aren't
saying,
tired.
I'm saying if
God
you have a long day at work and she's had a long day taking care of a very high maintenance brand new baby, who wants to immediately just go to Pound Town when you get home?
It's because you want to keep that connection.
I prioritize relaxation.
Sure.
And sex is not relaxing.
Once you're both
in the
banging on your
slightest.
I can have some really
Because
relaxing sex.
if you relax during sex, then someone leaves that situation disappointed and unfulfilled.
There's such a thing as vibrators.
Okay.
No one's
What's that going to
leaving
do for me?
unfulfilled. You have an asshole.
Yeah, that a
You've got a
vibrator is
G-spot.
not going up.
Got an asshole.
You got to open up your
Steve's
mind.
been there. Yeah. Look at him. That's an understanding look right
Do you
now.
hear that vibrating? That's Steve with the. It's up his ass right now.
I mean, you think the better. I mean, it might be a vibrator that goes up your
11
butt would be
months.
the first thing that you might think of, but I would think of something like, like an automatic fleshlight or something. Something that does all the work for you. You just strap it on, does its thing,
Why
take
not
it off.
both?
You didn't answer the question. How many times? Just sexually.
I'm usually asleep when
Like-
it happens.
Like every moment when you're home, is there activity going on?
No.
No? Okay.
So have you had sex more than once in the last 11 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't have kids roaming around. Oh, we do, but they're kidnapped.
Or maybe
They're changing the light
we
bulbs
just have a
in the
deeper
basement.
connection that
Doesn't require
doesn't involve like thrusting to the high heavens.
that. And a little sweat and fluids.
I have no kidnapped children at my house.
I mean, fluids are iffy. Yeah. Or maybe I'm just gun shy that they didn't take her tubes out and she's going to get pregnant again. Who knows? I mean, possibilities out there.
They don't.
Apparently, I have extraordinarily fertile sperm.
Yeah, but they aren't getting past those middle clamps.
Metal clamps?
Yeah, so what they do is they just go and they clamp off the fallopian
Not
tubes.
anymore.
What'd they do to her?
They remove the fallopian tubes
Completely.
completely.
Well, you ain't getting past them.
Well, you never know. Weirder shit's happened.
Dude, his wife could sit down in the shower and get pregnant.
Well, it's because he's got fucking jizz
That's
all over the place.
Superman jizz.
Apparently, yeah, it just hangs there from 11 months ago when he jacked off.
I guess so.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Is it though?
I just don't like coming off graveyard and her going, and it's just like, I want to go to fucking sleep.
Yeah, and that's basically how it is for both of us at our house.
Yeah, weekends,
It's like
though.
we could.
You guys cycle into weekends there every once
could
in a while.
bang one out, but we both want to, get an extra half an hour, 45 minutes of sleep.
Half an hour, 45 minutes. Good for you. Marathon man.
Okay.
Jealous.
Dude, when it only happens
One pump
once a
jump
year.
over here.
She brushes up against me. She looks at me a certain way, and I have to change my pants.
Yeah. Well, they have pills for that.
I can
Yes.
say to a certain degree that never changes. To a certain degree.
What, premature ejaculation?
No, I mean, so the last function that we had when she was at her point and she was squeezing, insides were squeezing.
Kegels.
No, it's just, it's not Kegels because Kegels would be something you're doing yourself. She had no control over it. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I'm just wondering if your wife wants you describing the insides of her vagina
Well,
undulating along your cock on, fucking YouTube for the whole goddamn world to know about.
even though I wasn't ready up until that point, then I was ready at that point. And it
You
was like,
describe
oh,
taste.
fuck.
So she
Smell.
just popped your
Look.
seal.
Well, normally she gets a couple in a row before the seal gets popped, but it still happens every once in a while where you're just fine going along, and then you get
Maybe you're just
fucking
in the
pulsing.
mood. You're just itching to get it over with.
I'm always
Just
itching
gotta-
to get it over
just
with.
gotta
I'm
blast the
old.
load.
It just takes for fucking ever now. Normally it's like you get your two, we're done. Did you do your thing? Well, yeah, I did. I don't see nothing. It's like, what do you mean you don't see nothing? It's there. It's way up there.
Guess
It's way up there deep. You just can't see it. It's not dripping down yet. Just go, you hop on the toilet. Let it ooze.
God, I can't wait till I'm married for 30 years.
Well, it's like snot now. I mean, it's like, it's damn near concrete is what it is. It's not normal. I could fucking throw it at that wall.
Consistency of molasses.
It's worse than that. I could throw it at the wall, and by the time our podcast was over, I don't know, make a foot. Kind of like really slimy slime or something.
Really paint a picture, don't you?
I should throw it. That's something we should try out before in our next podcast.
Yeah, let's not say we didn't.
Hey, Zach, my camera isn't on.
Throw one of Zach's socks at the wall and
Why
it'd
isn't
stick.
it on?
It looks like it's just,
Yeah, the shutter is closed.
it's going through like a test or something. I guess that makes sense.
Uh-oh. I guess we'll have to take the camera
can't.
off of Steve then.
It's Steve. Steve.
You sure the cord didn't get pulled out when someone's ass was rubbing along the floor?
It's not plugged in. I don't know how it stayed on
Nope.
so fucking long.
Did you just turn the heater on?
No, I turned the heater on.
Why?
I didn't mean to turn the heater on. I meant to plug this in.
Oh.
So that was battery power.
Man, just incompetence all around today.
When we even have a guest here, we have royalty.
Hey, back on?
I used to know a friend that used to wear that under like kimono thing, and he was the biggest weeb on the planet. So that just makes me think that Steven Seagal watches anime. I bet it looks at anime titties. I bet it looks at a lot of hentai. I
Yeah.
bet he got Putin into hentai.
He looks like a tentacle porn kind of guy.
Hentai?
Just from that look on his face. I mean, like the look of like, I don't know if I should be liking this, but I do kind of thing.
I think he's got a team of people to jack him off when he watches hentai.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Yes, there was a big lawsuit. Like he was paying people to
It should be up now.
have sex with him.
Yeah.
Can't believe it stayed
up
that long.
Weird. I mean, he's got the money to pay people to have sex with him, so
He's got the face. Why would he have to pay anyone when he looks like that?
That's cardboard cutouts got to be from like 20 years ago. Dude, he's drooping a lot more than that these days.
Yeah, it does look like an old picture.
Okay, how long was the camera off, buddy?
Sure, your hips can take that.
Yeah, I've got my fucking pad. How is this on your ass, Taylor?
It hurts. I leave here and I feel it for like 2 days.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Where's your donut?
I don't fucking always remember to bring it with me.
Should just leave it in the car.
Well, I use it when I'm sitting at my computer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I may just have to grab a second one from Costco and leave it here.
We never go to
Similar.
Costco anymore.
Costco's amazing.
Why?
Because they sell chicken yakisoba.
I have not had
Kits?
that.
Yeah, it's just a big old kit. Costs like $20. Noodles, veggies, meat, 2 sauce trays. Cooks in 10 minutes or less.
I like their
Fucking
tacos.
amazing.
I like their ready-to-go meals. Those are the best things they have there, for sure.
It's delicious. You really need to try it.
Well, since we don't have a Costco card anymore, we got rid of ours.
Yeah.
Why? I feel like you guys would be like a Costco family for sure.
I just think when you spend $1,000 every time you leave the fucking store, it's a problem. We go and like we
Maybe-
don't need pillows,
you
but
know,
she's getting pillows, and then
think-
it's such a good deal on fucking towels. Let's get some towels.
I think what you need to do
Yeah.
is get like just like a keypad of hotkeys over here, and then you can just manually adjust them as we go.
And then I'd have to fucking do it. Zach, pay attention.
Is he going through Grinder right now?
Jesus Christ. He is.
He's swiping left on all those dudes.
No,
Zach,
he's-
you got high
He's not.
expectations of people.
He's on truckersuckers.com. That's where he's at. He's on truckersuckers.com. It's a new app he downloaded. It's free for all families, so you got to be over 18, but you can lie about that and say you're older than what you are. Truckersuckers.com. It's what I always, Lot Lizard here.
We
Lot
have
Lizard.
That's where we see you when I'm getting gas at Flying J.
Well, you don't go there at the right time, Andrew.
That's too bad.
Plus, you got to have some money to spend.
You're not spending any money at a glory hole.
What? Why would I do a glory hole?
You're
That's
at a
my
truck
OnlyFans.
stop.
Do you really want to see the facial expression of everybody you suck off?
Yeah.
You pretend that the penis is on a woman.
There you go.
That's how you know it's not gay.
It's not a woman, it's them.
Pretend it's them. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up with your fucking bad pronouns, you motherfucker. The us, them, it.
Would you be the type of guy? Okay, let's say you're a young
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
between the age of 20 to 30, and you come across a smoking hot chick at a bar,
Right.
and
Smoking.
you're having a good time,
Little tipsy.
a lot of fun.
I'm a
you're
little
tipsy.
tipsy, right?
You look like
you
Steven
take
Seagal.
her home.
Yeah.
She declothes.
Yeah.
And there's a little itty bitty penis there.
Yeah.
What is your response? Because a lot of guys these days who seem to fall into that situation jump straight to murder at this point. Like
Right,
it's
right.
on the news all the time.
Really?
Yeah. What would your reaction be?
There's more
Would
than
you
one
just be
hole.
like, would you calmly just be like, yeah, no.
Can I get a blowy? Can I get a
But
blowy?
you'd be cool with it otherwise.
I would just say I'm not interested and let him go.
After the blowy or
No, before the blowy. Before the blowy. I wouldn't need the blowy. But I just say if I was single in that situation, I'd just ask them to leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's very important that you disclose whatever it is beforehand.
But if you're drunk at a bar and you're just looking to get laid, I mean, most people wouldn't go up to someone and say, "Hey, you have a vagina, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking to just have some fun,
Well, what would you do in that situation, Taylor?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you what I'd do in
Low
that
T.
situation unless it popped up. I mean, excuse the suggestive language.
Unless that cock
Yeah, but
If you started
I don't
getting
know.
a boner, I'd be totally against it.
I mean, I haven't even been single since I was 20.
Yeah. What would you do,
So-
Andrew?
Is the penis bigger than mine?
That's a
we'll
real.
just say no so you don't get emasculated.
Thank you. They have a butthole.
See,
They
and
have a mouth.
that's the response I expected from you.
If they're a
Yeah.
hot chick, they got like a big ass.
Yeah.
Definitely an ass man.
One hole's okay as another.
What, Steve?
I mean, that's why I thought you were serious about getting the blowy and sending her on her way.
No.
Fuck them off during.
A
so
mouth's
they
a
have
mouth,
good time.
right?
Yeah,
The mouth
mouth's a-
doesn't have a gender.
Yeah. It does.
If she wants to peg me, and I'm not gonna say no.
Peg.
Yeah.
What if the cock's bigger than yours?
If the nah, dude. I
Now
wouldn't
we're
be able
drawing
to
a
take it.
line.
It's just because I wouldn't want to feel like a lesser man because this hot chick's got a bigger dick than me.
Really?
Yep.
It wouldn't matter that the schlong was so big that it was gonna wreck your asshole.
I don't care about that. If it's bigger than 2.5 inches, I'm emasculated.
Yeah. Steve, what would you do in this situation?
No, come on. That guy, he'd go to Pound Town in a heartbeat. He wouldn't even check.
No, I've
he'd
se-
just
I've seen
start.
his
He would
movies.
just start going to town.
So there's Andrew had me watch that movie where he has a hot chick on him and he's just laying like this.
yeah, because for Steve, one hole's as good as another.
They don't call me sex taker for nothing.
Call him what? What did Steve say?
I think you just said sex taker.
Sex taker.
I'd watch Steve. I don't think I'd let him follow me home at night.
Just from looking at Steve.
I wouldn't let him drive me home.
You wouldn't want to stand in line in front of him.
I wouldn't want to stand in line in front of him.
So
He just he knows what he wants and he takes it.
So these are these cardboard cutouts are the exact replica or exact height of the person,
Oh
right?
yeah,
What? No,
it's life size. Oh,
Yeah.
it just says life
that's
size.
not life.
I think it says
size.
6'6"
Really?
6'6"?
on the
No,
cutout, yeah.
because he's the cutout is as tall as me, so 6'4".
6'4".
Yeah. When
I
we're
don't
standing,
know.
it's just like
His-
an inch or two taller than
His
you,
head
Andrew.
just looks. Maybe it's the cardboard part of the hair that it just makes his head look too big.
He's got a big head.
Look at Tyson. Tyson makes his head look small.
Yeah, but Tyson's bald. I can see all the definition of his head.
Yeah.
Like if he was bald, I would think that would be drawn in by like an inch or two.
He's
all
60
around.
and he's got so much hair. I don't know of any
It's-
60-year-old
And it's
that's
not
got as
gray.
good a hair
It's
as him.
perfectly black.
Yeah, well, that's because he dyes it. Come on.
Oh, the audacity of you even mentioning
no, that
that.
motherfucker doesn't have naturally perfect brown, black hair, whatever the fuck it
I
is.
bet he gets sweaty. It's like Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, yeah,
just
just
dude
starts
dripping
running
down
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 his
his
That's
face.
exactly what I was thinking
Yeah.
when you guys were talking about that.
With how greasy he looks, that's definitely what happens.
He doesn't have to be sweaty. It's
He
just,
probably
he's
has
dripping.
to have someone like constantly wiping him off in his movies.
I can see him eating like a big meal. He's got like a big burger in his hands and he's sweating. And I get to see like black just coming down his face. And I really, I think we should follow him around. Follow him to Burger King and see if he
Who?
just looks like an
Wait, you
abomination.
mean the cardboard cutout?
Steve?
The real Steve. Sorry.
Dude,
The other Steve.
you
He's-
need to
he's-
drive with
he's
him
got-
in your car.
He's got too much shit going on to be eating
So,
at Burger
so
King.
tonight, when on your way home, just kind of prop him up so he's looking at people as you drive by them. Hi, my name's Steven.
You could ride the carpool lane with Steve in the
With
passenger
Steve.
seat.
God, he's a good looking man.
He is. He's a golden god.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree.
I wonder how big a cock he's got. I'm saying micro.
He's fugly.
There's no way. We call him Black Mamba
Why?
because that 14-inch Peter.
Why black? Why can't he be a white mamba?
You know why.
I do know why. I
What a
was in the
dumb question.
military. I saw all the black mambas that weren't there. When 60% of the people are black in there because it's a job program, you would go, wow, somebody's bigger than me, but they weren't. So
Are you saying stereotypes aren't always true?
they're not always true. Or maybe only small dick black guys go in the
Unbelievable.
military.
I don't believe it.
If they're
on
big
either
black dick
account.
guys, they're in porn.
They're in porn or they're cheating with some woman. some white
Wow, that is definitely a stereotype.
woman. No, it's just true.
Just saying that black people are unhinged, fucking everything that walks. That's
I'd like to know.
that's a bridge too far.
I would like to know what their testosterone level is compared to yours.
It's probably sky high.
Yeah.
I bet.
It depends. It's like muscle mass. You can
But,
look at
I mean,
somebody and see their muscle mass and go, "Oh, that fucker's got some."
At
testosterone."
some point, everybody's different from
Yeah.
based on where they evolved from.
You can see that the three of us are just
know,
low T
well,
right now. We're fucking our skin's
This is,
like fucking droopy.
Irish descent here. I mean, come on.
No, they have high. Have you never seen Conor McGregor in shorts?
No.
Have you seen Conor McGregor in shorts?
Pull up a picture of Conor McGregor in shorts.
Can you do that real quick? With
I
his
didn't
big
see-
fucking giant cock.
You see an outline.
He's like,
Wait,
He's
we're
like-
still talking about cock?
well, it's testosterone level. I believe is a direct reason for cock size.
I doubt that very much.
No, I don't think so.
So but that doesn't make sense with, okay, let's see.
You got to get a side picture of him.
You drag it to the top, you doofus.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's got to be when he's doing his weigh-in. Do a weigh-in.
That's got to be a cup. Yeah, he wouldn't have that cup at a weigh-in.
I've lost interest in this now.
If I was in the MMA, I'd just try to punch him in the balls 100 times.
Yeah?
Just try and get through that plastic.
And
No,
I
I'd be
believe
knocked
he's
out
from your
in
area.
half a second.
From my area. So, like, Dishman Hills?
He looks like such a tool. Looks like an absolute buffoon.
That's not a
I
good
mean,
picture.
think of
That's
how
not a
many
good
think of how
picture.
many concussions this guy has probably had in his lifetime.
Not enough.
He's probably got more than the few screws loose.
I need 10 more bad concussions so he can't like speak anymore. Just
I'm
jewels.
not get. Sometimes like Google pisses me off.
Why you pick that pig? What'd you type in to get that?
That's a sideways mode there on his fucking cock. You can see that fucker. He's Irish, dude. You're from there. You should be sporting that fucking wiener.
Is he dead? That's a dead dick.
if I were standing that close to another man with that little clothing on, I highly doubt I'd be sporting a chub like that.
That's
guy
not a
is.
chub.
So no, that's got to be some chub.
No,
So in other words,
weigh-in.
he's a shower. Then is what you're saying.
So every weigh-in,
he's a shower.
No, he's not a shower.
So you're saying that he's a grower from that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's got to wrap
Seriously,
around.
you
It's-
could like use that thing as a
it's spiraled.
nightstick. All I'm saying is,
and he's standing next to George Floyd,
mean-
who you can't even see an outline.
I don't know what his orientation is. That he might be
George Floyd?
He might be sporting a stiffy.
George Floyd.
No, sorry. That's,
Floyd Mayweather. Fucking George
Oh my God.
Floyd. He's dead. They're fucking dead.
I knew it was a Floyd.
Oh God, you can find a better
Whoops.
picture than that one because all his
Do you,
weigh-ins.
do you think he's laughing because he can see like what he's sporting? Do you,
George
do you
Floyd
think
got
that's what's
knocked
going
out.
on there? Like
No.
what? Like
no, he's like
is that
completely
is that
jealous.
supposed to be intimidating? Like
No, it's-
having his cock like bulging out of his underwear like that?
I'm intimidated.
I
I
would
would
do
get a
it.
picture.
Is that part of like the
No, what-
dance they do before they go into a ring
yeah.
and feel each other up?
when I was younger, I would do stuff like that.
Like that.
He looks so disproportionate in that right picture, though. He looks like a caricature.
That's another bad picture, but yeah, you can see he's got a thickie. No, when I was younger, I definitely, before I met my
Okay,
wife and
well,
stuff like that, I would
Going
definitely. I
from
would wear spandex when I was a kid. Me and my friend Lyle would go out, and I would wear spandex, and that
Why?
fucker would be down the side of my leg. You would just do that,
Just for fun?
No, just to girls
Just-
would see that.
I
You know-
cannot even imagine.
I'm
how
working
you,
with this.
You're
I
such
cannot
a
even
douche.
imagine how you walk around in your life with that thing hanging down the side of your leg.
You're just the biggest
It's no
dick
Conor
on the
McGregor.
planet.
No Conor McGregor.
He's because you're a shower. You're
No,
not-
I'm a
you're-
grower.
No, I feel like you said short before.
No, I'm a
Yeah,
grower.
He is a shower.
I'm a definitely grower.
He's changing his mind.
Don't
now.
lift up your phone. No one wants to see that. No.
I'm
I
a
already
grower.
Had to see
There you
it.
go. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Steve.
The upside down banana.
Steven.
I
How
mean,
we
I'm
doing, Steven?
definitely a grower. Like, if you saw me like unaroused,
We need to
It
see
would-
each other.
it
Let's
would-
go out and pee
it
it
together.
would probably elicit at the very least giggling, probably outright full-on
No,
laughter.
we wouldn't. He'd
Right
be
there
Because
with you.
plenty fine.
it's such a, like unappealing thing.
It's cartoonish.
It's like tiny.
God.
No, seriously.
It's like a magic
Like
trick
we're
when it
talking
get
about
hard.
like an inch, maybe an inch and a half,
Oh God.
but it fills out.
Oh, it definitely fills out.
Fills out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
get
with
up,
you.
get a healthy 7 inches. That's
Oh,
fine.
hey,
I'm
by the
okay with that. I'm okay having a small unerect penis.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Good
and
for
it
you.
works.
Good for you.
We know it works at this point.
Makes
So
things easier. Makes life easier. You can tuck it away.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Why would you want to think about having to go through PE as like a high schooler
It was
with that
awesome.
fucking thing
Going
just like
swing.
slapping in between your
No.
fucking thighs. I
Gonna
mean,
knock
that
out the
doesn't
guy
seem
running next to you.
comfortable.
No, it's not. I can't imagine. Is it comfortable, Dwayne?
I have no idea.
Like it's the type of thing that's like counterintuitive because like after you get out of high school and and someone sees that, they'd get jealous. But it seems like the type of thing that like the other boys would see in the locker room and you get made fun of for.
Yeah.
Like look at that guy's huge dick going down the side of his leg like that. And then you get out of high school and all the girls are saying, God, look at that guy's dick going down the side of his leg like that. Like they'd elicit two completely different reactions.
You're showering in PE and the other guys are bullying you because they think you're getting hard. Oh, you sure? Look at he's gay. He's got a boner in the shower with other
When it's
dudes.
pointing towards the fucking front floor.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, not every cock aims up. Right?
No, I know.
I'm assuming.
My name's to the left.
That's how we got on that conversation, if you remember correctly, because Chase was going, "Yeah, mine's still a banana. It's just fun," and I said, "Mine points down."
Yeah.
That's how we got on that. When I'm,
You see
it just it goes like that. It just is what it is. He goes, "Oh, it's because you're fucking old." No, it's just always been that way, man. Shut the fuck up. You want to feel it? You want to feel how heavy it is, Chase?
I'm just saying, I don't think I'd be any happier
got
of
some
a
weight to
human
it.
being if I had, a fucking small snake going down the side of my leg. I don't think that would
Okay,
make me
so-
happy in life, despite what any ladies out
Sure,
there might
exactly.
think about it. It just seems uncomfortable. It seems weird.
Seems weird.
Yeah. Having your fucking cock go down to almost your goddamn knee all the
So-
fucking time? No, that sounds weird.
So an A cup, a lady with A cup, it's just natural to her to have an A cup. A lady with D cups, it's just natural for her to have a D cup. So it's not weird for anybody to have whatever they have. We're all different. We're just all different, right?
Yeah, but you can change what cup you have.
What do you mean? You can change what cup
That
you
is
have?
true. Yeah.
Get breast implants.
Oh yeah. Well,
And,
you can get.
and it will become you'll become able to feel
well, I'm
just,
sure.
just like you should.
I'm
with
sure
the
you can get a
implants.
reduction in everything.
I don't know, Dwayne. You're a freak. Have you ever thought about getting like 4 inches lopped off?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Penis reduction.
Get down to that inch and a
can-
half.
I wish to get some ass shot in my dick. That'd be
Ass
cool.
shot. You want it
Yeah.
thicker. You want a thicker dick.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Just so I can
Does that make any sense?
always make
Because
Amanda
he
cry.
wants to stretch the edges. He wants to push the boundaries
He's
further
Italian.
apart.
He's already doing that.
Want to gape.
You're Irish. You're doing that too.
He doesn't need the
You're
you
both
know,
can of corns.
strike oil at the bottom of the well.
Steven, I think Steven's a thickie too.
No, I think it's all overcompensation.
Yeah, it could be.
Like the clothes, like the hair.
Steve, will you talk to us, please?
It's a micro penis for sure.
What's Steve have to say about this, Andrew?
I can't touch the bottom of the tuna can, but I can scrape the edges.
I know.
Well, that's all we needed to know about a dick.
Steve.
And on that note,
Yeah, that's what I was
it's
thinking.
about time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let me just.
I got shit to do and people not to fuck.
What the fuck? These are so good. I mean, they're so good. Oh, Steve, they took the mic away from Steve. They took the mic away from Steve. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Unfamiliar Podcast.